there was a bit of a preview in the last video about what I'd be speaking about in this video, and this is months later, so it's not triggering to speak about this, but please do skip if it is triggering for you. One day after work, I was in a car accident. It meant that my car was actually written off. It also meant that I was home for a week on medication and had dealt with shoulder and back pain for a few months after. Talking about this now, I have overcome this, and that's more because of the fact that my videos are delayed in when they're being posted. But yeah, so where there's gaps in me posting videos, that's because I was already backlogged from December, but also because I had a car accident in April.
So guys, I haven't really explained what's been happening this week, and I think I'll get into that another time. But during the drama of what has been happening this week, or lack of activities that have been happening this week, something else did happen, and I'll show you.
The week after the car accident, I was home, so just stay tuned to find out what exactly I went through after that.
So during my shower earlier this week, the shower head fell off and hit me in the face. So yeah, I was gonna order a new one, but then I contacted the agency and they basically was telling me to buy one for them to basically pay me back. Eventually we came to an agreement and they ordered it and it just came. So hopefully I can wash my hair now, because I've been wanting to do that properly for the longest, and I'm gonna try and set this up. So yeah, so I know that it's been a while and I have good reason for it. You've still been receiving videos, but I took a break, and technically I had no reason to take a break. I didn't film in March and we're literally at the end of April and I'm filming. But I've been busy getting those videos that I promised out, so that's the reason why I haven't been filming in March and April. And I know I have a patch on my chin, but it's really just to get rid of the spot that was there. And honestly, the spot wasn't even that big, but I just kept spreading. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. We are gonna get into it. There is a lot to unpack. And I'm still going through it, so we're gonna take it as it comes. But I was checking my analytics this morning and saw that you guys wanted to know what it's like to live alone. So I guess the things that I've been going through are gonna be, they're not original. I'm sure people have been through this before, but they may be unique for our age range, or my age, my potential audience age range, as well as me living alone. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. We are gonna get into it, okay? I just need to, my friend is coming soon because I have to look for a car. Okay, so y'all wanna know what it's like to live alone. Okay, so I'm renting a flat. I'm renting a flat, 1-bedroom flat on my own. And you need to be careful when you're looking into buying or renting properties, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong during your time in a property. Now, one of the things that I missed in this property was, I mean, I don't own the property, so it's not the worst case scenario, but it's still annoying. So let me show you. This property has a lot of cracks. There's cracks on the floor, cracks on the ceiling, and because of it, I had some very hard rain over the past year that's caused this mess. And it's okay if you've got a landlord that actually cares, but mine doesn't seem to care. Thinking because he's trying to sell the property, but from what I've seen, any investors that have come have said no, they don't want the property. And the first set that came the day or the weekend that I had moved in was saying that they can't deal with this because of the amount of cracks there are. So there's cracks in the ceiling here. It might be harder to see that one, and I'll show you some in the living room. More cracks here, all across here, comes down to here. Yeah, and then the big old crack in the ceiling I don't know how I missed it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't tend to look up in the ceiling when I'm looking at properties. But yeah, that's something I noticed the moment I moved in. So yeah, always make sure that you check out everything, absolutely everything, other than like those cracks. I love this property. So like the other properties I did look at, let me just stand here while I'm trying to explain. The other properties I did look at in the area, they were okay. They weren't within the budget that I wanted them in. And there was one property that was cheaper but doesn't have double glaze. What properties don't have double glaze in this day and age? I don't understand. But yeah, so just do your research, ask a lot of questions, check and double check. From the previous flat that I lived in as well, make sure you check water pressure. That's important.
Obviously, I don't have a car and my family live miles away from me, so they came to visit and we did a little family day out. It was more like a weekend together, but yeah, so we went to a water park, which is obviously quite light on my back because I'm not putting too much resistance, so that was great. But the other reason was so that my sister could bring me back home so I could buy a car. So stay tuned for that. Happy with the car? Look, you try to hide the car.
You have the service.
Meanwhile, a Five Guys just opened up in my town, so you know where I was that weekend. As you guys know, it's taken me probably the best part of the last year to furnish my flat anyway. But what I've also done is I'm borrowing this TV and it's not a smart TV, so I got a Fire Stick, which means it basically is a smart TV. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's me fully furnished now. And what else do I need? I mean, there are stuff that I want, so stay tuned on my journey to see how I get on with that.
So you guys need to know that I'm all over the place and that I have been all over the place, but I'm trying to get myself together. So I think the last time I said that I was going to speak to you, I'm not even too sure if I told you, but I was in a car accident and I spent 1 week at home on medication and then 2 weeks at work. 1 week still on medication, and then the other week I was just on painkillers, well, paracetamol, and yeah, so basically I have a car now. But I don't know if many of you knew I was driving automatic, and I've had my license for 5 years, and 4 of those years I was driving an automatic. So now I'm back on driving manual. I am literally feel anxious every time I get in the car, but I am getting there. I'm God's grace, Jesus' name. So yeah, that's the biggest challenge at the moment, other than the fact that work has gotten super busy. And sometimes I don't feel like I'm capable. So that's the harsh truth of what I'm feeling at the moment. I have spoken about what it's like when my routine drops before, and I will link that video. But basically, this consistency issue has occurred again, so my aim is to get back on my routine so I can get back being consistent. But yeah, there's been a lot going on. And now I have to go and get groceries, which actually I don't want to do, but I need to do. So I'm in the car. See you later. So I'm home from getting my groceries. I did it. It wasn't challenging. Still made me nervous though. But it's just gonna take a little time. I'm getting used to it. For it to feel normal driving a manual again. So I just need to give myself that grace. There's just so much going on. But yeah, so I'm just doing the usual today. So I'm not even gonna bother vlogging it. But I check in about how I'm feeling, regards to pain, the accident, the driving a manual every now and then, I guess.